Hey guys, I know I've been away for a little while, but I thought now that I'm back I should maybe just, do something a little bit different with this channel. This isn't going to be a regular thing, but I do take this channel seriously. However, today what I thought I would do is respond to some viewers' comments that I got left on my numerous amount of videos that I have on this channel. And so, it's been about 2 years now since I posted up my Center Access Relock video, part 1 on pistols, and seems to be my most popular video. The view count doesn't lie. And it was generally, mostly received with positive feedback, and of course, with everything on the internet, you got your douchebags as well. And usually I don't really bother responding to any negative comments and stuff like that, I just ignore them, but that wouldn't make a very fun video, would it? So today I decided what I would do is read a few of the comments and stuff like that, and then just respond to it in whatever comes to mind first. So this is pretty much entirely improv. I did, however, screenshot a few of the comments and I saved them on my computer, so I'll be scanning through those. However, I had this idea in mind where I would have a picture up on the screen with the screenshotted comment and stuff like that. Then I realized, oh, hang on a second, I don't really have all that kind of programs and technology. On top of that, it would take too fucking long, and I'm guessing only maybe 100 people, 150 max would even watch this video, so yeah, I don't really see the point in putting in that much effort. But either way, I'm still going to be responding to the same comments, and so I got about, we got here, I don't know, 36 of them which I've screenshotted and saved, but I'll also scroll through ones that I haven't screenshotted yet that are more recent, and these will be over a numerous amount of different types of videos, but most will be on the Center Access Relock ones that I've done. So, anywho, let's see what the latest one is in store for me. Yes, this one. So, Dudley Brown, and this is left on my Center Access Relock video for rifles. He goes, "Kid, you don't know what you're talking about. If you call that an MP5, you may want to spend less time on Fortnite." You know, I'm more offended over the fact that he actually thinks I play fucking Fortnite than I am at the fact that he thinks I'm not credible to teach these techniques. So, okay, yeah, here's the deal. This gun here. Anyway, yes, I thought it was an MP5 for the fact that, if someone were to customize or alter an MP5, and the fact that the bolt's also on this side, yeah, to me, I'm like, okay, yeah, this is, just might be some modded version, because the thing with here in Australia is that when you buy fake guns, they don't always make them look exactly like the gun that it's meant to be modeled after. They'll modify them a little bit and alter them and stuff like that so that they seem like an original kind of gun, but you can tell which one it's meant to be modeled after. But they do that in order to get away with, I guess, maybe not having to pay royalties to the gun company, or so that if someone takes the gun in question and then maybe uses it as a weapon of intimidation in an armed robbery or something like that, that it can't fall back on the company because they were like, oh no, it's, like you can see how we didn't model after any real gun or whatever. And so, me, I just presumed it was the same story with this, that they just, this was inspired by an MP5. So, and of course a few people did comment saying how it's not an MP5, it's a 6-hour, I forgot even the name of the thing, but here's the thing. No, I don't know the names of every fucking gun in the world that exists. I only really memorize the ones that I've used, or the ones that I've, used and also liked and stuck with. Not putting shit on 6-hour, but they don't make a lot of products that I like at all. And so, of course, I'm not going to really know a lot of the stuff that they have out. Most machine guns that I've used are all European. I'm talking, obviously, MP5s as well as AK-47s. They're quite decent guns. I don't even know why I'm still holding this. I'm going to put it up now. But as far as American guns, yeah, M16s and M4s, they're good machine guns. I also like AR-15s. I know it's not considered a machine gun, but, whatever. It's still part of that family. So those ones are really good, but typically, yeah, any kind of rifles, the ones I prefer are made in Europe. Same as pistols. I like Glocks, obviously an Austrian gun. Heckler and Koch as well, they make, pretty decent guns as well, but, yeah, there's another aspect to that I'm not going to go in, but basically it's hard to get the guns fixed, and also they aren't very friendly or to Americans or pro-American. Other guns are like, Walthers, they're pretty good as well. But yeah, as you may have noticed, I didn't mention a lot of American type of guns. And people are free to use whatever type of gun they want for whatever reasons they want to, but me personally, I like to use the ones that's most effective for what I want them for, and that's combat and survival. Okay, so anyway, I think I've addressed this comment, and also another cool person commented on this other guy's comment saying, how does calling a fake rifle by the wrong name mean he doesn't understand the mechanics of the technique? He lives in Australia, I think. He's just making do with what he's got. Anyway, yes, fuck you to you. Armor Fatih, I think is how that's pronounced. Anyway, if you're watching this, anyway, I'm just saying, yeah, kudos to you, man. So, good to know that people aren't douchebags on the internet. So, the other thing as well I want to touch on with this particular comment is that as I found people that spend all their time like memorizing the name of guns, they do so by spending all their fucking time on the internet, listening to what someone else on the internet says. I realize the irony of me being that guy on the internet as well, giving information, but you know, whatever. Fact is, I don't spend all my fucking days on the internet researching all these guns and looking up the names of them. You want to know where I got my experience from? Hands-on experience, that's where. And so, yeah. Anyway, so, and Fortnite, what the fuck, dude? Like, I wouldn't be playing fucking Fortnite, because I'm not a pretentious fucking 14-year-old. It'd be, like, I like playing Call of Duty and stuff like that. And I like playing campaigns. I'm not one of those multiplayer guys, because every time someone gets a multiplayer in Call of Duty, someone else always has to go on about how they fucked their mother just because they killed them when they thought, oh, I was really skilled in this game, but turns out, wasn't the case. So, anywho. So, what else we got? Okay, other comments, let's see, blah blah. I'm scrolling through the page here, I'm just trying to find, like, you know, good ones or something that hasn't really been asked before. Let's see, thanks for the solid info. What, if any, firearms can you own in Australia? Well, that kind of depends on the category of licenses and stuff like that, but what I would recommend doing is actually looking up that information in an article that refers to, like, the laws in Australia. Good luck finding one that isn't biased, though. I wanted to get one that was just facts, but a lot of times when there's an article written about something, people want to throw in their opinions, and it's always like an Australia versus America thing. It's like, why can't you just fucking stick to the goddamn subject matter and just say, what can you get in Australia? And here's what you can get in Australia. Typically, you can get rifles, but not semi-automatic rifles. They're bolt actions. And I actually had a miner's license when I was a child. It limited you, back then at least, hang on, excuse me, back then it limited you to get something like I just had a 22 rifle, and I think it was a Remington. I had to leave it at the shooting range, though, when I stopped going, because, guys, they were fucking weird as shit, and it just ruined the vibes, yeah. Anyway, fact is that laws have changed a lot since then, and what I understand now is that there are different categories, and if you want a pistol, you have to be a member of a gun club, and you also had to visit it regularly. From what I was told by a Krav Maga instructor who also goes to shooting ranges and stuff like that, the legend, I don't, because it's just shooting targets. You can't train to fight with a gun in Australia by going to a shooting range. I'm not saying it's not beneficial in any way, but it's like, you know, everything that I could get out of going to a shooting range I've already gotten in my life, so I want to continue training to fight with a gun, not just shoot a gun. So I don't have any licenses in Australia to own firearms, and I don't even go to shooting ranges, because, back to my previous point, what this Krav Maga instructor said to me that now is that if you don't show up to the shooting range regularly, you can get a visit by the police saying, hey, so yeah, why haven't you been to the shooting range? Because in Australia, to own a firearm, you need a legitimate reason to have one, and being part of a gun club is considered a legitimate reason. It's sports recreation. So if you're not a member of that club, then you can't go. But anyway, I'm just giving you a little bit of information from what I understand, but honestly, the best thing to do would be to look it up online from a reputable source. And I just realized this camera's a little bit bright. I'm going to take it down a little bit. It looks a bit better now. Okay, so other comments. Oh, this is on my eye gouging video. My thought on eye gouging: very good attack. Can you press hard enough to penetrate the brain? Yes, if you use a sharp, jagged object. Dude, that toy is 10 times better than the toys we have in the US. Okay, this is all again on my Centerex's Relock video for pistols. Okay. I don't know anything about toy guns in America, but I have been to America where I did firearms training, and yeah, your real guns is the reason I showed up. I didn't show up for the toy guns. You need to make more more, he's referring to Cinerex's Relock videos, you need to make more since John Wick 3 has come up. You should do handguns more as well. Well, I've done 3 handgun videos on semi-automatic pistols and a separate one on revolvers. I mean, what more do you want? I do intend on doing more videos as well. I'm just, got to find the time, and also I want to write down everything that I want to say and know how I want to say it, because every time I do a video, there's always something I forget to mention, and then I'll try and work it back in the next video. So next one I want to do it right. But there are more coming, but, pace yourself. We'll get there. You have a nice voice. You should be a singer. Okay, who knows? Yeah, I got the voice like Joe Crocker or something. I actually did respond to this guy's comment. He didn't respond back. I didn't get it. Like, I spent time writing this very short poem. So here it is. I said, if I was a singer, the song would go like this. I draw the pistol from the holster and cock the hammer. I grip the gun firmly in the Cinerex's Relock manner. I aim down the sights in the combat position. I squeeze the trigger and put the enemy out of commission. I scan for further threats using the Z-scan, and then I reholster when I confirm that I'm the last man. Yeah, I'm a fucking nerd. Okay. I also got here. Another one of my eye-gouging video. This video should have been titled Self-Defense Guide on How to React to Someone Finding Your Search History. Hey, you stay the fuck out of my search history, motherfucker, okay? What else we got here? Congratulations, the best explanation that I saw about car. Okay, well, you know what? Hey, thanks, man. Yeah, I noticed there wasn't a lot of good explanations on the system, and a lot of the people that thought they knew about it were pretty much just misrepresenting it. And yeah, I wanted to do something addressing the points that I wish other people were doing. I would have liked to do it with a real gun, but as I mentioned, I don't have licenses in Australia, because what the fuck is the point? America and Europe, you guys know what's up. Keep that shit up. So I just used the fake guns. Besides, like, you're still showing the simple mechanics and stuff like that as well. And to me, I don't think it's that much different to when you go to a firearms instructor and he's in front of a group using a fake gun to demonstrate ways to grip the gun and stuff like that, because it's not safe to muzzle swipe people, obviously, with a real gun. So that's why they use the fake guns, like the green guns, which is like really hard plastic or something, which is just the solid shape of the weapon in question. Yeah, anywho. So... And, the guys like me as well that are trying to be helpful and put out this information and stuff like that, we're a dying breed. But other people, like the first comment I read on this here, where there's just some smarmy cunt on the internet being a cunt for the sake of being a cunt, you guys are a fucking dumb of a dozen, and there's millions of you. So, all the best to you. Too. This guy is funny. Haha. So, okay. Do I have to prove that by making a joke now? Let's see a good joke. Not an original joke, but here's one I found funny. If you leave your teeth in a bowl of Coca-Cola overnight, you'll drown. Think about it. Okay, this one confused me. This is just on my eye-gouging video. Fuck animal abusers, stop evil meat industry. What? Okay, yeah, there are people in meat industries where they have indoor, like, industrial farms and stuff like that, and they don't treat the animals well. Like, yeah, I got it. So me, when I buy meat, I often go to butchers because I like buying animals that were treated right at free-range farms and stuff like that. As someone who also worked on a farm and looked after animals, I can confirm I'm an animal lover. And if they do need to get put down for food consumption, well, I would prefer them to do that humanely. The other aspect of that, and this is what a friend was saying, he's like, dude, I will still have to buy the cheap meat because I don't want those animals that suffer to die in vain. So, it's a funny thing, but anyway, if this guy was referring to me abusing an animal, because if you haven't seen my eye-gouging video, I use the severed head of a pig, which I picked up at a butcher's, which I use just for demonstration purposes. I can't abuse something that's been killed. So, calm down. Anyway, I think that's enough scrolling on this one now. Let me go and address some of the questions that I got asked, or comments that were made that I screenshotted and saved. So, let's see what we got here. Let's see, this is on one of the pistols for Cinerex's Relock. Let's see, LOL, so many problems with this video, my friend. He calls me friend, wait till the rest of the comment. First, 1911 is an amazing weapon. Okay, I mentioned in my Cinerex's Relock video that I hate 1911s. Look, I didn't mean I hate them as in the fact I think they shouldn't exist. I meant that I hate using them for the purposes of self-defense. or combat or whatever, protecting myself. I don't like the guns because they got hammers on them. Any gun with a hammer, I'm quoting James Yeager here, but he says any gun these days made with a hammer is an antique. I agree with that. It's limited ammo capacity, and basically the gun doesn't offer me anything that I can't get with the Glock equivalent. The Glock one will take the same ammo, but it holds more of it. The guns are lighter and they're easier to use, and it's just easier for me. So it's not like I don't know how to use 1911s. I use a bunch of variety of different guns because if I'm in a situation where I'm lucky enough to take a gun off someone, or if I'm in a battlefield and I have to pick up an enemy's weapon, I better know how to run it. So I still train with guns that I don't like for this reason. Back to the comment. Let's see. Second, you cannot even handle a real weapon. Okay. Third, you're an Aussie. He spelled the word "you're" incorrectly. You're an Aussie. You didn't fight for your rights, so you have no balls and lost all your rights like a bunch of fucking pussies. Be a man, move to America, and own real guns. Join the fight and be a real man. Blue guns do shit. Australia is a shithole country that sold out to NATO a long time ago. Country with no man, no spine. You fucked yourselves. Well, first off, when gun control was implemented in Australia, I was about 6 or 7 years old. So, on top of that, yeah, America seems like a good place I would want to move to as well for gun privileges and stuff like that. But however, yeah, gun laws and stuff like that, yeah, great America. However, the healthcare isn't too great. Like, I'm not trying to be a dick or anything like that. I'm just saying, like, Canada and Australia do have better healthcare than America, and that's another reason why I don't mind living in Australia. And I don't think this country is a shithole, personally. I actually don't mind living in Australia. I just think that our gun laws could be better. And, hey, like, what more can I really say? I mean, this guy's being a douchebag and whatnot, and, and, yeah, America, I mean, you do have different freedoms to what Australia has, but anyway, I would never say that Australia is a shithole country. I just think that some of our laws can be improved, that's all. So anyway, moving on from this guy, what else we got? Are you Australian or Jewish? Probably referring to my tattoo. And yeah, I'm just Australian, I'm not Jewish, sorry. Too much bacon in the world to enjoy to be Jewish. Seriously, if there is bacon on your plate and you leave it unattended when I'm around, don't do that. I will lurk around that plate like the family dog and just wait for my opportunity to take your bacon. Let's see, another one on Center Access Relock. Watching a gun technique demonstrator in his bedroom and not the range. Well, funny. Because somehow I don't think that there's this magical force that somehow makes me change my opinion or change my tactics if I'm doing something in the bedroom or if I go to the range. Anyway, that's like saying someone that needs to learn street defense couldn't do it in their bedroom if someone breaks into their home because, oh, it's their bedroom and it's not the street. Get fucked. Alright, what else we got here? All the following comments I'm about to read, by the way, are about on my Center Access Relock videos. Paul Castle never killed anyone in a gunfight with his car nonsense. I respect the man's contribution to helping people cultivate a warrior mindset and will never speak ill of a good guy who has passed on. But the system, he did it in quote form, is silly nonsense and nothing more than a marketing gimmick used to stand out in the over-saturated firearm training arena. Okay, well, hey, that's your opinion, fair enough, but fact is, I've used Weaver, then I went to Isosceles, and then I used Center Access Relock, and I beg to differ, it does have a lot of good merits to it. And this comment gets fucking brought up so many times about people saying, oh, Paul Castle never fucking killed someone with these car nonsense. So in order to prove that a technique is effective, you need to go kill someone. Well, by that logic, people that hold the gun in the gangster position, like up here, which we all know is pretty ineffective if you're like really at close range with someone, people have been shot by homeboys this way and died. So are you saying that holding the gun this way means that it's more effective than Center Access Relock because someone's actually been killed that way? Yeah, okay, whatever. Let's see what else we got here. You seem to be having the same shitty gun regulation as in the Netherlands. Well, hey, I don't know about gun regulations or whatever in the Netherlands. I just know you guys put out some pretty fucking amazing metal bands, but, yeah. Anyway, my heart goes out to you as well. Like, I feel your pain. Let's see, thank you for such a detailed explanation and for bringing up Krav Maga. Subbed. Okay, well, hey, right on, man, see? It's always good to have people comment on these things that aren't douchebags. Such an excellent teacher. Oh, you stop. Yeah, I think I'm a little bit better at teaching in person. I do feel a little bit, what's the word I'm looking for here? Self-conscious when I'm doing videos by myself, because I can see this is on an iPad and I can see myself. Whenever I have to look at myself doing something, I get a different vibe and I feel self-conscious because, well, I can see myself. But however, if I'm with a group and everything's flowing naturally, yeah, it's a lot better. So if you do like the stuff that I talk about or do on this channel, if we ever meet in person and you want to take any advice or get some lessons from me, I can assure you what I do in person is much better. Let's see. Is that a F7 action figure on your top shelf? Hang on a second. No, it is not. The thing the guy was referring to was this here. I don't know how well you can see this on camera, but this is a Jack Bauer figurine that was given to me as a parting gift. I worked with this particular group doing certain things, and the nickname that they gave me was Jack, due to reasons that I mentioned if you watch my video about nicknames and stuff like that and what you can call me. And so yeah, when I left, one of them gave me a parting gift, and like as a joke, they were like, "Hey man, here, we got this thing for you here. It's yeah, 12-inch figurine of Jack Bauer." I'm like, okay, you know what, that's pretty cool, and I very much respect gifts and stuff, probably because I don't get them often from people, and so regardless of what it is, when I get gifts, I always keep them and I never throw them out, I never sell them, and so that's why I've still hung on to this. Of course, anyway, as far as FF7, which is Final Fantasy VII, if I did have any figurine though, it would be Vincent Valentine. What else we got here? Okay, great job, mate. I enjoyed the video very much. I'm sorry you guys lost your gun rights. We are trying to hold on to ours with both hands, but they keep chiseling away at ours, little by little. Okay, I presume that you're in America, referring to that. Yeah, it sucks. I mean, if you move to the South, they tend to keep it real there, and you know, you can just get a lot of cool shit there. A lot of people say, hey, if you want to move to America, go to California and stuff like that. Why fucking go to California? You got pretentious fucking Hollywood actors and a place where there's like more fuckhead porn stars than there are people that are pro-gun. Like, fuck California. Okay, I'm sounding a little bit harsh. No, California is still like way more lenient with their firearms laws than anywhere in Australia. But I'm just saying, if I had the choice of going anywhere in America, no, California would not be one of them. I might pass through and visit, but I'd prefer to go to... I've got my money on Texas, personally, so, you know, why not? Okay, this one is by Hello Marie, and she said, "Move to America, you belong with us." Anyway, I actually commented back on hers, like, a little bit and stuff like that, and had a chat, and, yeah, not to sound like a creepy, misogynist kind of guy or whatever, but this woman is, you know, very attractive and stuff like that, and it's just very rare that women of that nature will, you know, watch any videos that I have to offer, not much less actually go and train in real life, which is what she said she does. So, you know, awesome stuff. Yeah, keep that up, and yeah, like I said, I want to move to America. It's just, you know, I still have other priorities and stuff to do here, as well as, you know, I don't really want to talk that much about my personal life. I'm just saying, if I want to move to America, if it was only me that had to do that, you know, that's one thing, but there are other people in my life that rely on me, and yeah, moving to another country to live there full time is something that's technically it could be an option, but yeah, I don't really want to do that right now, that's all. And I don't have any issues with living in Australia. You know, like I said, I just wish I could carry a gun around, but yeah, it's not to be, unless you're a criminal, which I'm not. Fuck criminals. Alright. And yeah, it's not to say that everyone that carries a firearm around illegally is like an evil person. It's just in Australia that typically goes with the nature of the criminals. But when they carry guns around in Australia, I know I'm getting a little bit off topic, but I'll mention this anyway because it's important. Australian criminals, when they carry guns around, they're not carrying them around for personal protection. They're carrying them around to intimidate other people that they want to overpower so that they can keep continuing doing evil fucking shit. So, fuck them to the fucking moon. What else we got here? Holy fuck, you're retarded. What else we got? Here we go. Jeff Hardy videos. This will be the last one I do because, you know, I'll do another one of these, but I don't want this video to go so long that it may put people off from wanting to watch it because they don't want to spend X amount of time watching a long-ass video. You did 30% of research, and the rest you learnt from movies or games. No, I reference stuff from movies or games if they do things accurately, but no, there hasn't been any point where I've actually learnt shit from movies or games, because those are entertainment. They are not educational. This guy put another comment too. He did one on Cinerex's Relock for the rifles, another one the pistols. So his pistol comments is saying, "No offense, bro, but the car system shouldn't be and isn't that hard to teach, learn and use. It is very simple. I know this video is for absolute retards who don't know how to even shoot a gun, but if you ever teach this to someone in person, make it a 10-minute lesson. It is possible to greatly shorten the system tutorial." You know, funnily enough, this guy only has wrestling videos on his YouTube channel. He's got nothing about Cinerex's Relock videos. So, imagine my surprise. Every fucking guy on here that has shit talked to the fucking system or saying, "Oh, you know what you're talking about, blah, 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 blah." None of them, okay? Fucking nada. Have a video about Cinerex's Relock of them doing it. And the guys that actually have that stuff either leave positive comments or they just don't leave a comment at all because they're not a bunch of fucking cunts like this guy. And also, what the fuck do you mean only 10 minutes? When Paul Castle was teaching the shit, it was stretched out over a few days and stuff like that. And even then, I think people could use a bit more training with the system. And every single time I try to teach someone this, regardless of if they had a lot of firearms training or if they've had minimal firearms training, they keep doing shit wrong. And so, I think it's important to actually explain some stuff in not too much detail, but enough detail that will try to prevent those little mistakes that everyone keeps making, at least the common ones that I see. Also, regardless of how long you think my videos might be, I guarantee I've given you a very condensed version. There's a bunch more information out there that you can get, so ways you can go about getting that is obviously take a Cinerex's Relock training course from a reputable instructor. Go look online to see which ones they are, or this won't get you all the way, but it's a good starting point. Someone else gave me a copy of it's a e-learning course. It's a car thing. It's on, I forgot the name of the fucking people that do it now. I know, I'm sure you can look it up. Just type in Cinerex's Relock e-learning course. If you pay them a certain amount of money, I think it was about 60 Australian dollars, you can convert that to whatever country you live in. Then they will send you a PDF format going over some stuff. I've read it. Some of the things actually are outdated in there, such as when holding a flashlight. As I mentioned, the updated version is to hold it like this. In the e-learning course, they still got the old one where they're doing this. And they also use some of the older terms, such as the I forgot them now because I've spent too much time learning the new ones. So the high position, where now it's called the close quarter position. It doesn't really matter what you call them. It's just I thought the new terms made more sense, and so that's what I spend a bit of time trying to alter myself referring to as by habit. Anywho. So, just keep in mind some stuff is outdated, so... Yeah? I thought I had an ending for that, apparently I didn't, so... okay, yeah. This is good for now, so, I'll go and, make another one of these videos another point, depending on how popular this one is and how well received it is, but all in all, I thank you guys for tuning in, and yeah, hopefully I'll put a few more videos out. If you guys have any requests of certain videos that you want to see, let me know and I'll do a video on it, because that will help me at least make more content for this channel, which I think I should do. It's kind of lacking in that department a little bit, but all in all, really appreciate you guys, and thanks for tuning in, and as always, stay safe.